Some will come later, nevertheless we start. I want to welcome you very much to this small conference. We from the Erich'o Fromm'o Society organized together with Darius Leskauskas of the psychoanalytic Kauno Society here, and we were very happy that we could bring in our boat also the humanist psychology of the Humanist Psychology Association of Lithuania and Rimvydas,
yes.
Is correct? Rimvydas Budvis, who will also take our session on a video. Maybe we get a copy afterwards.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So I welcome you very much to this session. The topic of our excursion to the Baltic states, I am speaking now representing the Fromm'o Society. The topic of, or the subject of our journey is a sort of intercultural dialogue we try to do, and from this we are very happy. We are.
Ik word hier niet durchlopen, hè? Dat is mijn naam. Ja, die moet ik ook in, hè?
An intercultural dialogue, and we are very happy that so many of your groups here in Kaunas followed our invitation and participated in this small conference we have here. The topic of the conference itself will be psychotherapy and the importance and the relevance of Erich'o Fromm'o. That is at least, so to speak, the heading of the whole, and we will explicate this topic in a quite different way. First, Darius Leskauskas will speak about the social character of the Lithuanian people, which is at least for the German, and we have also two Mexican and one Dutch member coming with us. Most interesting to get a little bit more knowledge about what is going on in Lithuania in a characterological, social characterological sense, and therefore he can show, and he also offers a short case history together with it, so it's very interesting, and maybe we have time to discuss the one or the other. The next will be that Rimvydas Budvis will speak about the history and the reception of humanist psychology in this country, and we will learn here that it is not the mainstream what was presented, but a very peculiar way to find or to get an access to psychological topics with the help of humanist psychology, and they found their very own way to explicate humanist psychology. So I think this will be also for, particularly for the German participants, most interesting. How Lithuanians, after all, after a long time of being separated from the mainstreams, the Western mainstreams, found their own way in psychology and psychotherapy and in the applications of these approaches, psychological approaches. Finally, I will try to present a paper which tries to analyze what is going on in our Western society at the moment, and how these developments are reflected in a new character orientation, in the so-called ego-oriented character So we have another form of Frommian reception as I did it in the last few years. Now, just to introduce Darius Leskauskas, with whom I had the opportunity to prepare a little bit more in detail this conference, since he also belongs to this roof society. There are two roof societies of psychoanalytic societies. The more in traditionally speaking, the more orthodox Freudian societies are in the so-called IPA, the International Psychoanalytic Association, in a roof society connected. And with Fromm's help, in the 60s, another roof society of psychoanalytic societies was established, the so-called IFPS, the International Federation of Psychoanalytic Societies, and we both are members in this and also delegates in this roof organization, so we had a wonderful contact, and for me it was a great luck to know that here in Kaunas is a group who not only is a member in the IFPS, but also is particularly interested in Fromm's ideas, and he will speak a little bit about it. Now, Dr. Leskauskas has, of course, an own private practice as a psychoanalyst, but he is also teaching at the university, and there are also some students from the university here visiting this conference. And he is a chair of the Kaunas Psychoanalytic Society, and this IFPS I spoke of has every 2 years an international conference, a big congress, and the last one was in October last year in Mexico, and the next one will be in September next year here in Kaunas. And he is a president of this forum and has not only the honor to be the president, but also the burden to organize together with his team this. So this small little conference we have today is quite a good exercise for you that will come to you next year. Okay, so far as my welcome, and please, we are